and gratitude, infinite love and gratitude, infinite love and gratitude. And welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lisa Giroux, Mystical Mountain Mama, teaching you how to use energy for everything and upgrade your frequency and your vibration to cultivate better in your life. And today we're talking about healing crisis as we continue the 21 days to manifestation for the spring sweep, day 3, healing crisis. You may be feeling it as we have cut out sugar, caffeine, dairy, meat, alcohol, drugs, and we're having a really good time, aren't we? And you may have noticed in your energetic field a bit of low energy, maybe a little depression, maybe some headache, and we're staying true. So as I welcome my video peeps, thank you for being here. Recognize that we have set the intention, we have lit our candle, we have our supercharged water, and we have created a sacred space where we are communing with the divine, where we are awakening to an even higher level. And as we clear out the bodyscape, we are witnessing the discomfort that is created through growth, through expansion. And we're okay with that. And we're nourishing and nurturing ourselves using our breathwork practice, our gratitude practice, our self-love practice, and being here fully present here and now. So let's take a sip of water. As we continue with the healing crisis teaching and thinking about the mindscape and the purging of negative thoughts, these repetitive negative thoughts that we're witnessing, we're bringing them in, we're like plucking an apple, we're running it through our energetic channel, and then we're giving it away. And as we give it away, really actually, literally, figuratively doing this work, we're thinking about, self-worth or worthlessness. We're looking at that. Where have I created this rotten apple of worthlessness, and how has it served me, kept me protected? Because all of the things that we do that we are now witnessing as less than, we're wanting to transform ourselves, they served us in some way. So let's talk about the worthlessness that we bought into. All right, somebody taught us that we were worthless, and we bought into that, because that is not a healthy, normal response to this life to feel worthless. It becomes a protective mechanism because we have bought into that. So as we witness our thoughts about our worth, and we bring it into the energetic field, out of our minds, down past the third eye, where we're going now to an intuitive place, across the bridge that is the throat chakra, where the mysterious and the unknown is now becoming known. This is a very energetic place, and we're speaking our truth. Into our hearts we go. I want to love myself. Down to the will center, I really want something better. Into that design center, I'm willing to take action now. And into the root chakra, where we are healing all things home, family, tribe, career, safety and security in the world. And we're making another choice. We're making a better choice. We're watching it. We're witnessing it. So what the witness process does is the witness takes out the attachment to it. We become really attached to our worthless apple, don't we? It's like, this thing is puny, it's small, it really wouldn't nourish a fruit fly. Although maybe the fruit flies love our apple because that's what they do, and we could be like the fruit fly and love our worthlessness into worthiness. So as we heal all issues related to home, family, tribe, career, safety, and security in the world, that is our root chakra. Engaging that powerful pelvic point, using our breath work practice, up and down we go, and then sending it down to the core of Mother Earth. So we bring it into our awareness, we're plucking it, we're looking at it, we're witnessing it, we're no longer attached to it. and then we're giving it away. Now, depending on where we're feeling it, we would give it up to God, up to the universe, Mother God, or Father God, or we would send it down to the core of Mother Earth, give it to Mother God, surrender, release, and let that go, depending on what our intuition, third eye, is directing us to do. Okay, so we've become very attached to that apple, that bad apple, one bad apple. And the giving it away, this energy, as you see, I'm doing something, I'm creating an energetic pathway. It's got that residue. And the residue is this little reminder of the way it was supposed to be. You're worthless. You're worthless. That could never be for you. That's for everybody else. You could never make money. You could never be happy in love. Whatever that is. And the vacancy that has created, that's where we take now our practice and we fill it with breath work. We fill it with nourishment. We fill it with nurturing ourselves to get it off the energetic field. That's our mind. We can't really see it, but we know it's still there. That's what kind of causes us to fall back. It's like, yeah, I meditated once. It didn't work for me. Yeah. It's like, it's always uncomfortable creating that place. But the overall benefit that we get through our simple practice, remember I'm doing my spiritual house here, through our simple practice, okay, of connection, through creating that space where we can be supported by Source, by the Divine, by God, angels, all the beings of love and light, including ourselves, flexing that muscle, all right, strengthening it to where this feels comfortable. It's a practice. That's why we call it practice, why we must be willing to practice. And I'm only working with people who are willing to practice. And I'm encouraging you to email me at lisa@lisagiroux.com, and I'll send you the simple practice form. And it is just really, really easy. It's the 3 times a day for 90 seconds, first thing in the morning, then again at midday, then again at the evening. We're using our breath work, our foundation. We're just being grateful. We're seeing ourselves as successful no matter what, and we're recognizing our connection, and then we're letting go of everything else. 90 seconds, 3 times a day. Can you do that? I think you can. I think you can. So, the watching, being the witness. Being the witness is one of the greatest gifts we give ourselves. Watching this discomfort, instead of just running back and reoffending, going back to smoking cigarettes or pot or boozing or, whatever it is that, the chocolate, the fudge, that we're stuffing ourselves with. We're stuffing ourselves with it. We're not getting any satisfaction out of it. We're getting momentary buzzes, momentary hits that are, that we think is, but it's not true. So as our practice opens up for us, as the universe says, really? You're going to meditate? I think not. That's the thought that that's the one. That's the thought. Pluck that thought. What do you mean you think not? Run that through your energetic channel. Bring it all the way down. Let it go. Either surrender it down or give it up. Take that breath. Come back to superhydration. Cleanse that out. Okay? So the better brain behavior, the better thoughts that will create then this flurry of those negative thoughts or this desire for those less than beneficial things, drinking, drugging, sexting, showing, whatever it is that we do, that give us that momentary buzz. through our practice, we witness it, we let it go, then we breathe into that, and then we clear it. We have to continue to clear. One of the greatest ways to clear is through hydration, right? Lemon water. Really, really good. Detoxifying. Because we're sweeping. We're sweeping these negative thoughts away, right? So that we can then fill that up with source, with divine. It's like when you create the space in your home, and you go back and listen to the Clear the Clutter teachings, and I think I did 3 on that about 9 months ago. The clearing the physical clutter means taking all that stuff away. We're eating clean this week so we can see clearly, so that we can hear clearly, so that we can be clear about our message, about what we want, so that we can ask for it effectively. Okay? We're giving up the whining. No whining. W-H-Y-N-I-N-G. No more whining. Okay? No more criticizing. No more complaining. Because that is recreating that. So we expanded to this, and we felt so good, and then we get scared, and we collapse. And we whine, we complain, we say that couldn't possibly be for me. So what I say, being the compassionate, energetic life strategist that I am, is get up. Get up. Get up and get back on your path. Get up and get busy. All right? Get up and get yourself hydrated. Get some breath work going. Go out and move yourself. Eat some really good protein. And then let's have a conversation. And then get to your sacred space. And then be willing to feel better. No more whining. No more complaining. Because those are keeping, no more criticizing. No more condemning. Because those are keeping you trapped. That's what's keeping you locked in these patterns of dissatisfaction. That's what's keeping us reoffending with drugs and alcohol. You know, I was telling somebody it was, infinite love and gratitude, 15 years without alcohol. I was telling somebody though, the drinking was not the problem. It was the residue in my head the next day. That residue in my head, that black head, that caused me such depression that the only thing that I could do was drink again. Now, gratefully so, in the last about 10 years of my drinking career, I was about an every 30-day offender. But I'd, really do it up good about every 30 days. Then it would take me 3 days to get powerful and clear and dynamic again. And then I would reward myself for 30 days clean with a booze fest. So it was that residue, though, that kept dragging me back. It was like this, doing this teaching with the pulling of the hair. The residue that drags us down. I feel so bad in my body, I just got to go eat a burger. I feel so bad in my body, I just got to drink some alcohol. I feel so bad in my head that, I just have to, I know, I'm not going to criticize, but I just got to tell you this one thing about what she did over there that offended me so. Stop whining. Get up a level. Do your breath work. Please download your free copy of Simplicity of Spirituality. It will really, really help you with these teachings. It is simple. It's very, very simple, but it's not easy. So every day is a new opportunity to walk the medicine wheel. So we see that, okay, I'm not going to criticize, I'm not going to condemn, I'm not going to judge, and then what happens is we tamp down, and suddenly we create this storm of everybody coming at us and criticizing, and where we're like, oh, yeah, it'd be so delicious to just gossip a little bit. That's the fastball, hardball the universe is talking about. That's when we just walk out of the room, we take a breath, we send infinite love and gratitude, we disconnect ourselves, we disengage ourselves. Those who are judging us the most are the ones who are judging them the most, and we love them from way over here. Protecting ourselves. We no longer engage in that. We stay neutral. We just smile and walk away. We're going to be dragged back in, right? It's so tempting. It is so tempting. but we disengage. We stay neutral. Send them love and light. Don't get involved in that. Okay, so watching it, witnessing it, that is that position of neutrality. Please download your free copy of The Shift to Neutral. It talks about how we get to that place. Rising above that critical level of integrity that is 200 in the work of Dr. David Hawkins. So it is uncomfortable, this cleaning out process, this sweeping up, this getting into the corners. And it is something that we naturally do this time of year, so that we can plant those little seeds of manifestation. What I want is to have a clarity of message so you understand what I'm wanting to impart, that you understand. I'm wanting to speak clearly. And then sometimes you just got to ride it out, for me, when I first got sober, I had to disengage myself, change my playpens, change my play pals, A bar is no longer a place for me. I can last about 5 minutes before I'm like bored to tears with the whole thing. Everybody's drinking and all the stuff. I just don't go there, and I don't have to go there anymore. Did my time, did about 20 years in there. Don't have to do it anymore. Infinite love and gratitude. I can now go within, go for a walk, journal. I can make a recording. I can fill myself, my mind, with beneficial things instead of dulling my brilliance with drugs and alcohol. And I'm encouraging you to do the same. Okay, so that's the mind, but the mind is tricky. The ego is insidious at best, isn't it? As A Course in Miracles teaches. And so we have to recognize what truth is becoming for us. When we speak our truth the first time, it's so freeing and fearing. It's so freeing, but it creates so much fear when we say, no, that won't work for me. No, I cannot be on that committee. No, I can't watch your kid. No, I'm not going to bail you out of jail. No, I'm not going to give you that money. No, just no. You don't even have to qualify it. No is a complete sentence. When we speak the truth, okay, we engage. If you have something to say, put something blue on, right? Blue is our throat chakra color. I'm in root chakra today. Blue is the color of the throat, the color of communication. It's cooling. And you're going to feel that wonderful, see, we misperceive our awesomeness when we speak a truth with anxiety. Like, I can't believe I just said that. Maybe I hurt her feelings. That butterfly feeling that we feel, if we really harness it and we run it through the energetic channel, we test it through our heart, and we speak our truth with capital T. No one is offended. No one is wounded. And it becomes our way of being. Now, we always, before we speak our truth, run it through the energetic channel. All the way down, all the way back up, and then we say, friend, there's something I need to say. Remember, as Inner Vision teaches, Eon, love her, is there something that needs to be said? Is there something that needs to be said by me now? By me, is there something that needs to be said by me now? And can I deliver it in a way I would want to receive it? A conversation is not confrontation. We've gotten so very sensitive that when someone has something to say and they're delivering it in a way that is kind and compassionate, there's a healing that's about to occur. But we put up all the walls, we go into lockdown, we go into, oh my God, I can't believe she said that to me. Whereas maybe that was what we really needed to hear. Maybe we were lying. Maybe we really did do that. And maybe we are so in denial about it that we can't see it. And thank you, friend, for sharing this. Does it sting? Absolutely. But only for an instant. And only because we choose that. So when we see the woundedness, then we can move into, when we see that we are having this crisis of words, of mind, of thought, of belief, we witness it, we go to our tree of life, and we say, there's the rotten apple. Trimming it, pruning it back, running it through my energetic system, and giving it up, or giving it down. We're actually doing this. So when I'm doing this, when I'm working with people's energetic field, I'm plucking things off. I'm using left hand. The Karana behind me is a very powerful awakening symbol. So with left hand, I am plucking this out of my awareness somewhere out there in my huge energetic field, right? The whole universe is my energetic field. The whole universe is your energetic field. We're going to, I've been vibrating at this frequency of X, Y, or Z. Okay, we were talking about worthlessness. What were we just talking about? Not speaking your truth or whatever. Okay, so I'm plucking that, and I'm bringing it in. Remember, there's the 12 chakras. So through the 12 chakras, running all the way down, I'm loving it into the light. I'm loving it. Okay, it's something I have to speak about, but I can't talk about it now, because if I say it here, where I haven't run it through my heart, I haven't come to my energy, I'm going to offend. So I'm going to run it through my energetic 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7 into my mind. Okay, wow, this is really bugging me. Okay, let me put some in, let me call my angels. Let me have some intuition about this. Let me run it across this bridge that is the manifested, between the manifested or the manifested. And let me bring it to my energetic system. And let me feel my love about this. Let me love this person enough to say something kindly, to say something of the love and light, because I don't want to hurt or wound, but I have to say this. This is my truth. Let me want to say this in a way that is beneficial and healing for all involved. Let me take action in a way that is of the love and the light. Let me call upon all beings of love and light. Let me engage my Reiki practice, and let it be so. And that's the root chakra. When we get to the root chakra, it is so. And so from that place, then it's like, okay, now it's coming up, running it through, I'm getting my confidence, running through my heart. Hey, friend, I have something I need to say to you. And I love you so much that this disconnect between us, this huge space, I want it to be healed. I'm going to clear the residue. I want this to be a healing crisis so that we all benefit. We get very afraid of that word crisis, meaning dangerous opportunity, or meaning, I forget what I said in the first hour about the type of opportunity that this is. An amazing opportunity for me to speak my truth. And if you're really with me, if you really are on your way, then you will receive this as it is intended. If you're really blocked and you're really in that place of judgment, you won't be able to receive that. And maybe we should make a break from here. Maybe we should go our separate ways, friend. I'm loving you, but I cannot allow you into this energetic field that I am, because it's compromising my peace of mind. I want peace of mind so that I can see peace on earth. I can no longer allow that into my field. I love you from here. But the engagement, the entanglement is no longer where I will put my energy. So let's take a breath here and a sip of green tea. So the healing crisis of the mind, okay? Watching it, witnessing it, staying neutral about it. Again, hydrate, okay? We want our brain plump. Reminding us that the plumper we are around our waist, the smaller our brain is. So as we expand, as we shed those protective pounds, as we let go of those things that are no longer beneficial, our brain is getting big and blossoming beautifully. And water is a very key component to that, and good fats. We talk about that in Better Brain Behavior teaching, of course. So we hydrate and we take a bath, okay, again. Epsom salt bath, baking soda bath, drawing that out. Every thought is somewhere in my body. Every painful event is somewhere in my body. You know, we had a couple of fantastic massages last night. Thank you, Lynn. And, you know, when we witness the psychosomatic, okay, the mind-body connection, so when we think about ringing and pinging in the body that we're always talking about, that's this residue that I'm talking about. That is the residue of thought. And it accumulates in the body and begins to cause pain and blockage, right? Blockage, then pain, and then dis-ease, right? So we don't need to know from where it came, that, oh, that was the time that my mother humiliated me, or that was the time my father abused me, or that was the time that, you know, I messed up in front of 1,000 people. We just witness it, love it to the light, so that the residue becomes less and less and less. Because if you're only vibrating worthlessness, as you begin to vibrate worthiness, it's going to feel uncomfortable. That's this place of resistance that we're bumping up against and then moving through. Bumping up against and then moving through, or going around, or going over. Mostly we're bumping up against it and then falling back, going, oh, it's too painful. So you don't, in the work that we're doing together, you don't have to look at the fact that, you know, you had this violent experience, infinite love and gratitude, let that be healed. Are you just willing to let that be healed? The less willing you are, the greater it becomes. You're safe right now. That is just a memory trace. That is just this residue that is really huge. Not to minimize the experience, not to absolve anybody's bad behavior, but to heal. We want to bring it in. Okay, this is that. Wow, I've been carrying that around. Oh my goodness, what would happen if I would take it out of my mind, run it through my energetic channel, and all the way down to the core, and surrender and release and let it go, and then allow it to come back through, transmute it, heal it, and then speak about it, love it, and teach about it, and give it away. Wow. Wow. All I can say is wow. Magnificent. That's what that would be. So, keeping hydrated, nourishing the body, watching the thoughts, witnessing, taking those baths. You know, when we're going to talk in a minute, but this will be the same for when we get to our spiritual healing crisis. The Epsom salt baths, the sea salt baths, the baking soda baths, to pull that residue out. And then we just imagine it going down the drain, never to be returned, right? And vitamin C supports the liver and detoxifying, lots of vitamin C. You can look up Dr. Norman Cousins' work on vitamin C, big supporter of that, love it. And the support it gives to our liver and our immune system, okay, because we're healing our immune system too. And then the moving into then the so the mental and the emotional, and then to the spiritual realm. So as we're doing this work together, as we're using information for transformation, as we are just loving ourselves, we are absolutely, let's see, I wrote something today. As we're coming into, this is who I am. This is who I am. Okay? As we're able to say that, this is who I am. I'm no longer going to be dragged down by you, or that, or them, or these. This is who I am. Begins to be revealed. Okay, so the spiritual aspect then. So there's a huge healing crisis that we go through as we're lightening the density of this body, as we're choosing to reverberate and vibrate at a higher frequency. It's called initiation, when we have our attunements for Reiki. The importance of practicing every day for 21 days with Reiki, when you get your Reiki attunement, is to continue to let the frequency and the vibration work for you. Excuse me, third eye. Infinite love and gratitude. The opening up that we do through the third eye, okay, all right, as we are initiating to a higher level, it's very important to watch the energy. It's very important to have a supportive coach and mentor and master. It's bizarre because there is this disconnect and this breaking point. And if you don't get support for that, it will really wreak havoc. You'll kind of take the long way around. I certainly did some of this with a lot of the work. Infinite love and gratitude to my Reiki master, Sheila. And I certainly immediately worked my 21 days. And that was amazing. That really gave me the gift of Reiki so that everything is Reiki first. Since then, I have been initiated to higher frequencies. So I am Reiki or above at all times, which is amazing, which is wonderful. Had another initiation most recently, and then there is the spiritual healing, the healing crisis. One of the things that we have to prepare ourselves for is, just like when we get sober, we have to change our playmates and our playgrounds. We're making that choice. As we become more spiritual, our playmates and our playgrounds begin to disappear. We can't be dragging them along anymore, and quite frankly, they really don't want to be dragged along anymore. So there is this cutting of ties. These are my imaginary Reiki scissors. And so that is part of this. I'm loving you from here, friend. Yes, there is this crisis of, wow, where did everybody go? And then this enthusiasm is, wow, look at all these new amazing people in my life. This new amazing energy and frequency and potential and possibility that I'm awakening to. So in that painful period where, you are just not communicating any longer and people aren't, there is this huge disconnect. The staying true to our practice can really help with that. After I had my master attunement, it was really huge for me, this healing crisis that I went through, and I witnessed the whole thing and watched and stayed grounded. But watched how I was repelling people left and right. Not my intention, not my desire, not what I was wanting to, but people were dropping like flies. And I found that it was just best for me to just stay here, just stay very grounded, very centered, and put a smile on my face and love. That's all I can do. People were misperceiving what I was saying. It was like I was speaking Chinese, and and nobody else. I was speaking Greek and Chinese and Russian all at once, and I would get wounded only when I said, "Why don't they?" I was whining. So, infinite love and gratitude to my peeps who support me and cheer for me and help me. It's so important to surround yourself with those people so that when you say, wow, friend, I am having a crisis and I really want to heal, but I can't see my way through. And that's when you're so grateful for that friend who says, hey, friend, I can't be there. I know you don't have it right now, but I've got it. So I'm holding this space for you. And I am loving you to the next level. So the work that I'm doing with my clients and students is loving you to the next level. You can't see it. You may not be able to even fathom that it's a possibility. But I'm guaranteeing that the potential is there for you through this moment in time, through your simple practice, through staying neutral, through witnessing and saying, all right, I'm having this moment. Who will sweep in and support me? Help. Unseen forces will always come to your aid. And unseen forces will come to your aid in the form of a spiritual mentor or coach. You know, I have had many, many, many coaches and really encourage that. That is money well spent. And so that's what I'm doing in the new teachings, the blossoming beautifully, becoming the butterfly teachings. Man or woman, mostly working with women of a certain age, and I encourage you to come along and stay true to who you are becoming. So that once the kids are out of the house and it's just you and him and you don't know who the hell each other is anymore, that we've got some sort of foundation from where you can leap. Because we as women are becoming more powerful. We have got to take up the mantle of our power. We have got to bring that into our energetic field and then send that out to the universe. We've got to go from the potential, from the void, to the light. And recognize that we are continuing to work and heal. And the more work we do, the greater the healing potential that we have. The greater the healing potential, the greater the experience. So as we clear the clutter, as we're going through, we're like, oh my gosh, I can't stand this drawer one more minute. I'm looking at this. Yeah, that's next on my list because I have all the new teachings coming out. I have all this information, and I hope that you'll be a part of it. I hope you'll get to be part of the community. I'm really creating the space where I'm stepping up to workshops. So if you would like to host a workshop, let's talk about that. Teaching the simplicity of spirituality. Teaching the simplicity of prosperity, teaching simple ways of connection so that you and the people that are in your life can receive better in your life. We got to clear the clutter. We got to do our play. It is work, but we want it to be joyful and we want it to be simple. Not always easy, but it is simple. So I'm encouraging you to come along. You can work with me in a number of ways. I do a private one-on-one coaching. I'm opening up the group coaching. And I also do my workshops. And if you would like to schedule a VIP day, we can certainly talk about that as well. I do a half-day VIP where it's the hands-on and the energetic work. And we design a plan that will work for you by creating the space in your life for the sacred, for the divine, for the universe. And that begins to open up. It's very, very accessible to all. But you must be clean and you must be clear. I can no longer work with anyone who is, being mentally challenged by drugs and alcohol, and that is a prerequisite for this work. And so if you think that this is something that you're interested in, if you are at a place, a plateau in your life, and you're willing to move to a higher level, and then a higher level, and then higher level, we have to create the framework for that. And that's what I do. I create the spiritual house from which we are moving and opening up to even more experiences. Remember, that's a spirituality. Religion is generally dogma. Spirituality is the feeling of God within us. It's everything and everywhere all the time. And we forget, and we're going to forget. But through our practice, we remember who we were meant to be, what our dreams were before the distractions, surrendering and letting go of mediocrity and stepping into something even greater. Very simply. So if that sounds like something I invite you to come along. Radio shows are part of these teachings, but I love working one-on-one so that we can really design something specific. If you're wanting to create a better marriage, a better relationship with your kids, with yourself, with your spouse, with your friends, with everybody in your life, we can certainly talk about that. What about a new business opportunity? Aren't you infinitely abundant? Aren't you willing to step away from scarcity and step into the simplicity of prosperity, of good health, right relationship, and wonderful, satisfying work? That's all possible. So let's have a conversation. Please contact me at lisa@lisagiroux.com. And in the subject line, because I have a very high spam filter, in the subject line, just put "Let's Chat." C-H-A-T. Let's chat. Let's have a chat. And go to the website, www.lisagiroux.com. Get your free copy of Simplicity of Spirituality. I'm rewriting it. It's going to go to Amazon June 1st, and it will be not just the workbook, but a little bit more substantial. But that is the workbook of this foundation program that I teach. We must get through Simplicity of Spirituality, and I'm offering a three coaching sessions. They're 75 minutes each with 4 mini tweaking sessions, mini 20-minute tweaking sessions in between the 3 coaching sessions, and unlimited email access to me. And you'll get a download of the teachings because we also do the energy work. So we're going deep into relaxation, opening up to meditation, having a visualization and a dream, using the imagination before we're moving out there on the earth plane. So it's really experiential. It's really wonderful. And if you're interested, I will get you the information. If you're interested in booking a private one-on-one coaching session with me, you can call me at 719-839-0461. And the private one-on-one personal coaching is just a way to see where you're at, assess your energy level, and see where we can go together using synergy to create better and better each and every day. So let's wind this down. This was a really big energy session. So the rest of the day, really be kind to you. This could bring about this healing crisis. You might be feeling on edge, a little bit uneasy. Breathe through it. Breathe through everything as we witness the yin and the yang, the light and the dark. From the dark comes the light, the spark of that potential as we awaken, continue to awaken and unfold for us beautifully. That which is blossoming within us, we want to bring it to the earth plane. It's so important now. So stay true to you using your energetic field. Let's just see the energy coming all the way through, keeping that powerful pelvic point engaged, breathing into that space. Allowing the belly to expand and all potential to expand for you now. Surrendering, releasing, and letting go all that no longer serves you as we open up to higher realms of information that we can use for transformation. Allowing ourselves to be who we truly are meant to be. We ask to be guided, protected, directed in all that we are doing, holding space for all who are suffering today. We're asking for profound healing through peace of mind. We are calling peace on earth. And so it is. Namaste. I am Lisa Giroux, Mystical Mountain Mama, inviting you to journey along with me along the pathways to peace, purpose, and prosperity. And so that is infinite love and gratitude to you today.